You're welcome back, dear friends. So, today we are going to be talking about a painful truth that most people don't really understand. Why choosing ones always seem to get heartbroken, even when their intentions are pure and their love is real. Now, if you have ever felt like you give your all and still end up hurt, this message is for you. So, stay with me because what you're about to hear might change how you see love forever. So, before we go deep, take a second to like this video and also share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I talk about real life truths that most people avoid. And most importantly, I want you to drop your experience in the comments because your story might heal someone else who is silently going through the same thing. Now let's talk about the real reason why choosing ones get heartbroken over and over again. Now, choosing one's love deeply, and that kind of love scares people who are not ready for something real. They don't just love for fun, they love with purpose, with intention, and with a heart that seeks connection. But the problem is many people they meet are still playing games and not ready for that level of depth. So what happens is the choosing ones give everything while the other person gives just enough to keep them around. And that imbalance is where the pain begins to grow slowly. Choosing ones also see potential in people even when it is not fully there yet. They believe in who someone can become instead of who they are right now. And that faith can blind them from seeing red flags early. So they stay longer than they should, hoping things will change. But many times, people don't change just because you love them harder, and that realization breaks the heart in a way that it is hard to explain. Another reason is that choosing ones attracts broken people naturally. Their energy feels safe, healing, and comforting, so people who are hurt, confused, or lost are drawn to them. But here's the truth, not everyone who comes to your life is meant to stay. Some people come only to take healing, but never to give love back. And that leaves the choosing ones drained and empty. Now, choosing ones also struggle with letting go because they don't just give up early. They fight for love even when love is no longer fighting for them. They believe that if they hold on to just a little longer, things might work out. But sometimes holding on is what causes more damage than letting go, and that lesson usually comes after a lot of pain. They also have a big heart and forgive too quickly. Even when someone hurts them, they try to understand instead of walking away. They make excuses for bad behavior because they see the good in people, but not everyone deserves that kind of patience. And over time, that kindness gets taken for granted until one day they realize they have been overgiven. Now, choosing ones also learn through experience, not just words. They have to go through heartbreak to truly understand their worth. It is not enough for them to hear advice, they need to feel it, and that is why their journey can be very painful but also very powerful. Each heartbreak teaches them something they did not know before, and with each lesson, they become stronger and wiser. Now, another reason is that they don't set boundaries early enough. They allow too much before they realize they are being disrespected. They think love means tolerating everything, but real love does not require you to lose yourself, and learning to say no is one of their hardest lessons, but it is also one of their most important lessons. Choosing ones also sometimes ignore their intuition, and deep down, they know when something is not right, but they choose to give the benefits of the doubt, and that small voice they ignore eventually becomes a loud pain, because what you ignore today can hurt you tomorrow, and that is a truth many learn the hard way. They also attract people who are not on their level, not in a proud way, but in terms of emotional maturity. They are ready for depth, but others are still in surface level thinking. So the connection starts strong but cannot last because you cannot build something real on a weak foundation, and eventually everything collapses. Choosing ones also sometimes try to fix people. They think love can heal everything, yet healing is a personal journey that each person must choose. You cannot force someone to become better, and trying to do that will only exhaust you until you realize it is not your responsibility. They also feel things more deeply than others, so when they love hard, and when they get hurt, they feel it even more. It is not just a small pain, it is a deep emotional wound. But that same depth is also what makes them special. It is what makes their love real and rare. Choosing ones also go through heartbreaks to redirect their path. Sometimes the person they want is not the person they need, and life has a way of removing what is not meant for them, even if it hurts in the moment, because sometimes rejection is protection, and understanding that changes everything completely. They also learn self-love through pain. Now, when someone breaks their hearts, they are forced to look within, to ask themselves why they accepted less and how they can do better next time. And that process builds a stronger version of them, a version that will not settle again. Choosing ones also realize that not everyone deserves access to them. They start to value their time, their energy, and their hearts. They become more selective, not cold, but wise, not closed, but careful, and that shift changes their entire life. They also understand that love should not be painful all the time. Yes, love has challenges, but it should not drain you constantly. It should not make you feel small or unwanted. Real love builds you, not breaks you. And that is a truth they finally accept. Choosing ones also grow through every heartbreak. They do not stay broken forever. They heal, they reflect, and they evolve. And each time they come back stronger, with more clarity and with self-respect. And that is what makes them different. So if you are choosing one who has been heartbroken, I want you to know this. Your pain is not wasted. It is building you into something greater. It is teaching you what you deserve and preparing you for a better love. Do not let heartbreak turn you bitter. Let it make you wiser. Do not close your heart completely. Just learn who deserves access to it, because the right person will not break you. They will understand you and they will value you. So take your time to heal, focus on yourself, grow into the best version of yourself, and trust that everything is working for you. And before I conclude, there is something else you need to understand about your heartbreak. Sometimes you were not rejected, you were redirected for something better. Sometimes what you cried over was not meant to stay in your life. And even though it hurts, it was saving you from a bigger pain. You have to start seeing heartbreak as a message, not a loss. A message that something was not right, even if it felt right. A message that you deserve more than what you were accepting. And a message that it is time to level up in how you love. Choosing ones do not lose people, they outgrow them. They evolve faster than the people around them. And that growth creates distance that love alone cannot fix. So do not blame yourself for changing. Do not feel bad for wanting something deeper. You are not too much. You are just with the wrong person. And the right person will never see you as too much. They will see you as exactly what they need. Another truth is that your standards will rise after heartbreak. What you once tolerated, you will never accept again. What you once ignored, you will notice immediately. And that is growth, even if it came through pain. You are learning to protect your peace. You are learning to walk away earlier. And you are learning that love should feel safe, not confusing. And that lesson will save you many times in the future. So do not regret your past. Learn from it. Do not curse your heart. Strengthen it. Do not fear love, just choose better next time, because you are not here to keep breaking, you are here to rise. Now, if this message spoke to you, don't forget to like this video and also share it with someone who needs to hear this truth. And also subscribe to this channel for more real and powerful videos like this. And most importantly, drop your story in the comments. Let your voice be heard, because you are not alone in this journey. And to every choosing one watching this right now, your heart is not a weakness, it is your greatest power. So protect it, honor it, and never settle for less again. So that's all about today's video. See you in my next video, and bye for now.